Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He, a podcast that says, shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I am your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
And Drew Carroll.
So, fellas, what it comes down to is that IndieWire.com is becoming my favorite website because the stuff they're throwing out, the scoops that they're getting are amazing. If you remember, the last time I brought you an article from IndieWire, we found out that Fred Durst, John Travolta, they're entering into an amazing production.
Movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. Well, I have news from another production that will be starting soon.
Perfect.
The headline reads, Shia LaBeouf will be starring in a film about Shia LaBeouf, but he will not be playing Shia LaBeouf.
They found someone that can play him better.
Kanye West.
Kanye West is Shia LaBeouf in Shia LaBeouf.
What? If you think about it, dude, you've never seen them in the same place at the same time.
Maybe they're the same person.
Wow.
It's very possible.
Hashtag episode 14. Go back and llisten. If you haven't heard it yet, Undercover Kanye. That's all I have to say. Wow. Okay, so yeah, apparently it's a show, or it's a movie that's based on his life, but he will not actually be playing himself. He's actually going to be playing his drunk, abusive father. So it's definitely a passion project. What can I say?
What? There's just something wrong, dude, about hiring someone to play themselves or to play any part in a movie about them. Like,
It's artistic.
no, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's ridiculous.
I mean, can you imagine being on the set and the guy, him looking at him being like, no, I don't do it that way. No, that wasn't.
No.
That's not Shia enough. You need to up
There's
Shia.
no way that you can excel in that role unless you're Kanye West.
Dude, I disagree. I think anybody could excel in that role. That dude is so terrible.
Nicolas Cage, what's your thought on that one?
Maybe not Nicolas Cage.
Well,
Actually, those two are probably interchangeable with each other. It could be just as bad or just as good if you fill those two in each other's spot.
Okay, wait a minute. I submit that a film about Nicolas Cage, starring Nicolas Cage, where he doesn't play Nicolas Cage would be amazing. Oh, man. Dang it. That's the movie we need, Hollywood. Hurry up. What are you doing? Anyway,
That's what the
I don't know about.
missing.
I'm sure he would fund it. He's funding the rest of his movies.
There you go. There you go.
He's got to be broke by now.
Yeah, Ghost Rider 6 had to have taken him down.
Straight to DVD.
Yeah.
We joke, but Nicolas Cage, we love you. Make the movie. Nicolas Cage starring, not as himself, would be amazing. Anyway.
You know what I'd like to see is, I know what you said was awesome too, but if we could get a biopic about Nicolas Cage starring Andy Samberg, that would be pretty phenomenal as well.
High praise. That would be amazing. Dude, okay, so all I have to say is that the next couple of years, I don't know when this movie's hitting. I don't know when Moose is hitting. But there are just some bangers coming out of Hollywood soon that I just can't wait for. They're probably going straight to Netflix, but who cares? I'm going to watch it. I love it. So,
but either way, it's going to give us good material for the show, I think.
That's right,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, I can't wait until they drop.
So for all your updates on Shia LaBeouf and this like Shia LaBeouf inception that's happening, stay tuned to IndieWire.com. But anyways, hey Josh, how you doing, man?
You know, I'm doing okay, man. But I had another one of those experiences this week that just reminded me of how quickly you age. I was standing in front of the mirror after I had just gotten out of the shower. You know, I shaved. Yeah, I mean, it 100% sexy. Actually, I could probably be the best Batman, to be honest with you. I mean, that's the way I see it, despite how old.
Hashtag episode 14.
Yeah,
you don't need muscles to be Batman.
Wow, dude, come on.
Dude, they're on the suit. Even the nipples and the butt cheeks are on the suit. You're fine.
It hurts.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
It's just a mold, dude, that pulls all of your like loose skin up.
For sure.
You notice, like, when, you know, the older you get, you see how you're aging, right? I mean, And for me, I've started to see, my hair go a little bit. I've actually been going gray since I was 18, like on the top of my head. So, that's not different. I mean, I've got the silver fox look going. I mean, I do like that. I got to give myself credit. Yeah. But,
you're a little early for that though, dude. I mean, like,
I'm still too young.
Dude, that just happened to Steve Carell, and he's been making movies since you've been alive.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate that one also, once again.
Oh, no, I mean, but still be proud of it, though.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's still sexy.
So, I've got this problem. Like, I have to upkeep and maintain my nose hair. Like, otherwise it will grow, it'll stand out. I can't stand when it's, like, sticking out just a little bit.
What about the ears?
Yeah.
Do you have to shave the ear hair?
Yeah,
I have to do that,
the ear hair too. Yeah. So
dude,
I'm
it's
not
so
a
hard
fan
to
of
braid
that.
it, so.
That's dirty. How'd you get off that island? I made rope. Human hair from my back. He roped himself a couple of sea turtles. Anyway,
so
dude. So, yeah, no, it's dirty. Anyway, like I'm kind of trimming my nose hairs because I'm trying to keep them, from becoming this just rainforest within my nostrils. And
sure.
I noticed they fall in the sink, dude. I now literally have gray nose hair.
What?
Yeah, gray nose hair. Is that like the final stop to death or what? I'm trying to figure that out, dude.
I don't know. I don't have that.
I know.
But on the flip side,
it hurts my heart.
I am balding more than both of you.
That's true.
Actually, Rob's not balding at all.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've got that sexy, sweet hairline. I do have a nice widow's peak. But
so
yeah, the ladies hang out.
It was just one of those things, man. I was like, come on, dude. Like, gray nose hair, that's like the tipping point. Like, I'm getting older. Not a fan of that. It just sucks, dude. So,
dude,
I wasn't
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're gray. You're gray on the outside, but now you're gray on the inside too. So it's like that song "Blue," but it's gray for you.
But it's gray. But it's gray.
Everything's gray for him.
I'm 35 going on 90, so it's awesome. It's fantastic. Anyway, it was a down and up week. It was fun. How about you, Drew?
Right on. I drove this week. I drove to Merced, and I got there and I parked in the parking lot, and I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm just kind of waiting for a little bit, before I have to get out and listen to some songs and just kind of hanging out,
Chill. Enjoy the quiet.
Yeah, dude. And then, I kind of got like this little stomach pain. So I'm like, oh, I probably gotta fart a little bit, not a big deal. So I kind of leaned to the side a little bit, to kind of just let a little one out. And I did that, dude, and it was a little bit too much. It was just like this quick little...
Wait. Is this a standing at the urinal incident?
No.
Oh.
No, I was in my car still.
This was a full-on...
Oh, yeah,
accident.
dude. No,
Okay.
yeah, no, this wasn't just like shoot some into the cheeks. This was like...
there was no stall
dude.
To back into to save yourself.
Yeah. This wasn't just greasy cheeks, dude. You have... This hits
such
underwear.
A dirty term, greasy cheeks.
Greasy cheeks, yeah. So
it's nasty.
Yeah, dude. It was a bummer though because I didn't feel like I had any options at the time, so I just put my car in reverse and drove back home from Merced and didn't do anything that I needed to do.
Dude, please let the whole audience know how long of a drive that is back with your
drive to Merced.
Greasy cheeks.
About 20 minutes.
I was going to say like 25.
Yeah. Well, actually,
I was on the other side of Merced,
backside
so
of
maybe
Merced.
even 30. So you drove to Merced to shart your pants and then come home.
And then I drove home. Yeah. Very productive day.
Dude, what is that drive home like? How do you do that? Like,
well, the
you just
windows
turn
are
the radio back on.
Dude, you know what, man? It was uncomfortable.
Are you praying the whole way?
It was uncomfortable. It was.
Please tell me you have leather seats in your vehicle.
No. No. Dude, I'm sure.
That's seeping through.
Oh yeah, dude. It probably soaked up a little bit,
Yeah, does your car still smell the same?
Dude, my dogs have pooped in there. They've thrown up in there.
What's one more?
What's one more, dude? It doesn't matter.
Dude, I gotta ask you, what is your like I just sharded my pants and I have to drive 20 minutes home playlist. Like what do you listen to on the way home?
Nothing. I think.
Just silence?
I think.
You just sit and reflect on your life?
Yeah, dude, how does this happen to me? What's my wife going to think?
He doesn't even look at the road. He just puts his head down.
Dude.
It just kind of looks at him.
Yeah, dude, the only thing I can think of is like, thank God she took a vow and signed a contract. You know?
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude, because I know she's not going to be pumped, man. You know, and especially when she hears this, that I'm saying it over the airways, dude, she's really not going to be pumped about that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. That's
Just
my
as
husband.
soon as you get home, just be like, hey, you said for better for worse.
yeah, dude.
What are you talking about?
She
Just
never
trust me.
thought it was going to be that, though.
This is my worst. This is my worst.
Hey, and for those out there wondering, my wife is almost 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So, like, she probably thinks that I'm really, like,
Just a grody old man.
just a grody old
Yeah,
man.
you are in her eyes. Yeah.
So, but I guess on the flip side, we did go to an ultrasound this week, and we got to see the baby. She's halfway, 20 weeks this
Oh,
week. So
nice.
Nice,
Yeah,
man.
we're-
Congratulations.
Congrats.
we're
Yeah.
pumped. Yeah, thanks.
That
thanks.
to make you feel
So-
good.
yeah, it's better than the other.
Although that baby is going to be a quick reminder because she too will shart her pants. So
Hey, dude, the only thing,
Elizabeth is going to have to change 2 diapers now.
hey, I was just happy it didn't happen on the day that we went to the ultrasound, dude, because that would have been a huge bummer. Sorry, babe, we're going to have to reschedule.
Oh no, there's no rescheduling that. It takes way too long.
like-
You're just going to have to suck it up and go in there and have the nurse change your diaper.
I'm sorry. It's like, dude, you shart your pants and then you get to see your unborn child and you realize like you're capable of amazing things, both high highs and low lows. You know?
High highs and low lows, dude.
Living the
You're
dream.
amazing.
Living the dream.
I am capable of creating life and wrecking it.
Well, hey, speaking of wrecking things, tonight we're going to get into an awesome topic. Once again, I think that this is going to be it's going to be interesting to kind of hear what people's take is on this. But tonight we're going to talk about the greatest movie villains of all time. And here's the deal. That's
There it
right.
is. Yes.
Greatest movie villains.
I like the segue music. That was really good.
I think that there are some that are not on this list that people are going to be like, how did you not choose this?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
there's probably some that across the board, all of us can agree are awesome villains, but
Yes.
these are some ones that we feel like need some extra attention that we want to throw out there. So tonight, I'm gonna head it off. I'm gonna take the first one here, and I'm gonna tell you
perfect.
about the most amazing movie villain of all time. Performed by, I would say, an amazing actor, underrated in my opinion, of all time. I am talking about from the amazing, like, blockbuster, probably one of the finest films ever made, Cliffhanger.
No.
Yes, I'm talking about John Lithgow as Eric Quaylen.
Okay, I will agree that I think he is an underrated actor, but that's not one of the greatest movies ever. No.
Dude. Okay, let's break this down.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh, dude, it's
That
so
is
good.
a Stallone movie, right?
Yes.
If I remember correctly,
Yeah,
it's a Stallone
dude.
movie. I think I saw it once.
Dude,
And
there's
all
so
I
many
really
just-
remember is the opening scene. Like, that's all I
Yeah.
really remember.
Where he's holding her
So-
and he's like, you're not gonna die.
Gosh, dude.
The clip's not
All
gonna
right.
hold.
Okay.
If I'm having trouble remembering this film, I think a lot of people are going to have trouble remembering.
Okay.
You're going to have to share the premise and why it makes him a
Absolutely.
great villain. Yes.
Oh my
please.
gosh, you're my pleasure. The words
Oh.
coming out of your mouth right now are just filling me with joy. I would love to. So let's talk about this. Cliffhanger is a Stallone film, okay? And in the movie, Stallone and the dude, I can't remember his name right now, which is crazy. In the movie, his name's Hal, but I don't know his name in real life. But he's the same guy who played Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
Now-
that dude's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we don't remember your name, but I always remember the names of
Yondu.
the characters. in the
Yondu.
movie. Yeah.
He's
yeah,
Yondu now. Yeah.
Hal, his name is Hal Yondu. Anyway, these two guys are like rangers. Okay, they're like rangers in a
yeah.
park, but
Yeah.
they specialize in like mountaintop rescue. Okay, so they're like climbing like sheer rock faces and like saving stupid climbers who get stuck on cliffs and stuff like that, or not saving them and letting them plummet to their death. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, they get a distress call that they have to fly in with a chopper to go pick up some people who say that they got stranded. And what they find is that Eric Quaylen, played by John Lithgow, in a heist gone wrong, planes crashing, all kinds of crazy stuff. They have crashed on this mountain and they need to get off with the helicopter that these guys brought. But also there's like these 3 cases of money with trackers on them, and they got to find them and they got to get to them. And so it's all about like Stallone trying to like foil their plans and find the money first. And oh, dude, it's so good.
What's the money doing up there?
Okay, so it was the money. I don't want to get too far into it, but basically, like,
it's just, dude, I love how he's so passionately describing this, and your only question is, how'd the money get up there?
So, dude, it was amazing. Okay, the plan goes haywire, and then they have to escape the mountain. So here's the deal. Here's why Eric Quaylen is the man. He is basically the like embodiment of everything that makes Hans Gruber from Die Hard awesome. Okay, but where Hans Gruber, like, he kind of couldn't get the job done on his own. He needed a ton of henchmen. Like, when the rubber hit the road, Eric Quaylen, freaking John Lithgow, was going head-to-head fighting Stallone and almost winning at a certain point. That is huge.
Okay.
Dude,
Come on.
Stallone's like 5'5".
Dude, but
is he that
ripped.
short?
He's tiny.
This was
Really?
the 90s. He was ripped.
I saw he's in a new movie. Did you guys watch Guardians 2,
I am
right?
so glad, yes.
saw
And
Stallone.
I'm so glad that I checked out halfway through him explaining that. Because I was just,
You know, in my mind, I moved on to the next subject.
Dude.
I'm really glad I don't remember the movie. I think the best part was the opening 5 minutes.
You know what? It's right. Now that I remember correctly, I fell asleep watching the movie, and then I fell asleep again when he was telling the story about the movie.
I should have connected these two. I think out of all the movies that are out there, you could have totally picked a better villain and a better movie.
There are people out there who understand the...
Dude, nobody who
BA.
listens to this podcast has probably seen that movie.
Go
Like I
watch
said,
Cliffhanger
I
right
needed
now.
you to remind me, man.
And you know
because
what,
I was
dude? I want to get a picture of him because there's the picture of like him hanging from the cliff.
Yeah.
Rob's face on there, dude. Rob's face on there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hashtag
Dude,
Rob
no.
Hanger.
Rob Quaylen.
No, you know what I'm going to do?
Quaylen.
I'm going to take my face and I'm going to put it on Eric Quaylen right when he's punching Stallone, and that's going to be the thing right there.
Perfect.
Anyways,
All right.
if you
That
haven't
is
seen,
awesome.
here's the deal. If you haven't seen Cliffhanger, go see it. You're going to have a great time. If you have seen Cliffhanger, go watch it again because it's amazing and you're going to love it.
Chances are it's on Netflix.
No.
Hashtag episode 14.
No, they wouldn't carry that one. Not even that one.
Whatever.
Hey, dude, I will bet you Amazon Prime doesn't even have that one, and they have terrible movies.
Actually, hey, one more point to add and then I will be quiet. Stallone couldn't even kill him. He had to die another way. Let's just put it that way. I won't spoil it, but Stallone had him right there.
movie.
You know what? You just watch out. When Eric Quaylen comes for you, you'll take him down with
they
extreme
made him
prejudice.
sit back and watch what he had just done.
And when your family cries, he'll say, "Sue me." Anyways, fine.
man.
One of you guys help me understand who's better than Eric freaking Quaylen. 'Cause he's
Okay,
the
dude. So mine, it's not as action. I'm gonna have to go with Samuel L. Jackson in The Kingsman. You know, I know we talked about it a few episodes ago, but here we are again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Did
kidding.
he ruin the movie?
He ruins every movie, man. Every movie. So no, I'm gonna go with Kevin Spacey in The Usual Suspects
yeah.
as Kaiser Cersei, dude. That was
What? That's who?
Kaiser Cersei.
No.
Wasn't that
Kaiser
it?
Cersei? Is it Cersei from Game of Thrones? Is that who you're trying to talk about?
No, Kaiser Cersei.
It's been a
Soze?
long time since I've seen The Usual butt specs.
Dude, that was an awesome movie. You can't say that.
Are you talking
wasn't
about
good.
Bevan
it was
Casey?
good. It was good.
Dude,
It's
his
just been a
character.
long time.
The
I don't
first
remember
time,
the characters'
the
names.
first time you saw the movie,
Yeah.
you have to admit that you had no idea it was him.
None idea. Yeah.
Dude.
None idea.
Dude's not crippled.
No,
He's just
He
making
walks
up
away
stuff.
like nothing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing what we do with these podcasts, seeing things in the room and just making it up as he goes along.
Hey, it worked for him. We might be onto something.
So wait, but what makes him like? That's what makes him the great villain,
Dude,
Because
yeah,
he
he's-
threw everyone for a loop.
Dude, the police had him in custody and they were questioning
Right
him.
there.
Boom, he's gone.
I forgot
That's
though.
right.
What made him a villain? Like I forgot what he
He was
did.
the one that killed everybody. He was the one that stole all the
That's
money.
right.
He's the
Yeah.
one that did all that stuff. But they kept
Yeah.
on saying that it was this other dude. There was this tall tale about this guy. It was just super brutal. His whole family
What was that guy's
killed.
name?
Yeah.
Kaiser Permanente.
So your choice is Spevin Casey as Kaiser Permanente.
yes.
In the usual buzz
Yeah. Hit us up. We might have a plan for you.
Hashtag Spevin Casey.
I guess I shouldn't have picked him. Considering all the things he's been going through, I shouldn't even brought him
No,
up.
that's
not very
exactly,
PC.
That's exactly why you should have brought it up.
Yeah. Let's make Kevin great again.
I don't think there's any recovering from this one. Although Hollywood loves a comeback story.
He's going to try to walk away from this one without a cripple, but I don't think it's going to work.
He might have to play Kaiser the rest of his life.
Dude, maybe he unzips a suit and there's actually somebody inside of him, and he's playing Kevin Spacey.
Like Sam Jackson.
He's going to try to walk out of custody, and they're like, no, it doesn't work that way.
No,
Sorry.
it doesn't work that way.
But it's me, Kaiser Permanente.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, ridiculous.
What do you got?
Oh, okay. So I tried to go with a character. This is what I love about this character. I chose this villain because it's like a roller coaster ride through this entire movie with this guy.
Are you talking about Eric Quaylen again?
No. All right.
That one is a roller coaster ride that's only going up, and all you hear is the click. That's Eric Quaylen.
Like the slowest incline ever.
Climbing to the top, baby.
Are we ever going down?
Whatever.
You just get off at the top. Like,
And then take the stairs all the way down.
They don't even take your picture.
no, they do. It's just that you're going down the stairs.
It's that moment when you have to take the stairs and the disappointment mounts. That's awesome.
All right. Anyway, okay. So my villain. This is actually probably one of my favorite movies, to be honest with you. I really like this movie, and it's because of this character that I really loved this movie. I like this villain because he's charming, he's charismatic. The performance was absolutely fantastic, and I think what I like most about it is that he is the nemesis all the way through this film until the very end, where he becomes the anti-hero.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I like about it, but he still gets his in the end. So my favorite villain that I chose from a film was Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, dude.
Okay. I thought this was one of the greatest villains, dude. Think about the opening scene, right?
Yeah.
They're on the French prairie.
For
and
real.
he comes driving up, right? And he comes up to the house. How respectful was this guy's character?
Dude.
Like, he asks,
Oh.
may I enter your home?
Yeah.
May I have some of your
Can I have some milk?
Yeah, your
milk, yeah.
Your daughters are,
And then he
the reputation
compliments
of-
everybody.
Yeah, the reputation of your daughters is like far reaching. They're so beautiful. And may I smoke my pipe? He's so respectful and charming, dude. And then all of a sudden you see this switch just
Yeah.
like turn over. And he goes into this monologue about, rats and squirrels, and I'm not going to get into it because it's kind of anti-Semitic, but
Not
you know,
kind
Oh,
of.
yeah.
yeah,
It's very Mel
Anyway,
Gibson-y.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, he goes into it, but you see this charming individual all of a sudden like just turn into this like nightmare of an individual, dude. And he's just, he ushers his guys into the house, this house that he was invited into, that he was welcomed into after being so respectful, blows up the floorboards by shooting everyone underneath, And then, like, that closing scene in the opening scene, like, when he's got the pistol pointed at Shoshana as she's running away, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was just... I mean, he was the epitome of what I think everybody thinks that the Nazi regime was like.
Yeah,
you know?
dude.
I mean, kind of like the embodiment.
Except also funny.
Except hilarious, dude. I mean, like, how many languages he could speak, you know, and then...
Dude, he's such a good actor, man.
He really brings it home, dude, in the closing scene when he's talking to Aldo the Apache, right? And he's like, ooh, that's a bingo. That's how you say it, right? That's a bingo? Nah, actually, we just say bingo. You know, like, I mean, dude, I just thought it was awesome because, I mean, you want to hate this guy, but he's so charming, you can't really hate him. You almost respect him through the entire movie, right? But you want to hate him. You want to see him get his due. And then in the end, like, he's the guy that actually ends World War II. He's the anti-hero because he ends World War II by letting the plan go through. And you think he's going to get off scot-free until the very end, dude, when Brad Pitt, Aldo the Apache, kills his second officer, throws him to the ground, and then etches with that huge knife a swastika in his forehead. And you're like, dude, that was just awesome.
Dude,
yeah.
That was, I love that. You go, see, the problem is once you take that uniform off, no one knows you're a Nazi.
I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love his movies, and I thought that was his Mona Lisa. And I thought that movie was nothing without Hans Landa, dude.
Dude.
I think he is like one of the best movie villains there are because you want to love him and you want to hate him simultaneately.
Yeah.
So,
I got to give it to you, man. That's a solid pick.
Yeah.
And that movie was amazing.
Yeah, dude. Oh, so
The Bear
so
Jew.
funny. The Bear Jew. The Bear Jew.
Dude, when he was sitting
Wrigley
in the
Stadium.
restaurant... Dude, when he was sitting in the restaurant and he was eating the pastry...
Dude. Oh, chilling.
And he...
Yeah,
and he's like telling her to wait for the cream and stuff, and I'm just like, holy
dude,
Yeah,
it was
dude.
the
Ridiculous,
sounds
ridiculous.
in that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like cutting through
The
it and then
cutting
him
it,
chewing.
dish.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
That was when he said that was the exact scene that I thought of, dude, because I'm like, oh man.
Well, you know what makes that scene even more like evil, dude? Is if you go back and you watch that movie enough times and you watch that scene specifically, you know, like just based on his character and after, you know, he describes himself as a detective and everything, you know, he knows that's exactly who that is.
Yeah, he's just
and
waiting.
he is just like a cat dangling a string, you know. I mean, like, or well, I guess you dangle a string for a cat, but you get where I'm going.
For another cat.
For another cat. A cat dangling a string for
For
a
a
cat.
mouse.
Now think
Anyway.
about this though.
Yeah.
Take that same scene, okay, eating the pastry, the monologue, all that. Instead of Hans Landa, Eric Quaylen. Boom. Better, best, maybe. Yes. Thank you.
Hold on. I'm thinking about it. No. Veto.
Anyways, all I have to say is grazie.
Yeah.
Grazie. All right. Hans Landa is probably the best.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna
I
have
think
to.
so. I think so.
I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, if you want to chime in, let us know who you think is the best movie villain. And look, I'm just begging you, if there's anybody out there who resonates with Eric Quaylen, let us know on social media. You can tweet us at youmehepodcast on Twitter or on Instagram at youmehepodcast.
By the way, Rob, I don't think your mom should be allowed to vote on this one.
And the hashtag is probably who's Eric Quaylen.
Whatever, man. All right. Well, speaking of being in situations that are dire, tonight we have a listener question that comes to us from Facebook.
Love listening to questions.
Yes. And tonight we're going to get a little crazy. Here's the question. If you had no knives in your kitchen, what appliance, utensil, or gadget would make the best weapon? So let me set the scene for you. You're in your kitchen, all right? You're cooking up something delicious, okay? Suddenly, zombies out in the back, through the back door. You look, all the knives are in the dishwasher. You can't get to them. What do you reach for?
My gun.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
you keep a gun in the kitchen?
my
I feel
utensil drawer.
Yeah, I feel like this question automatically assumes the best weapon you have in the kitchen is a knife. My gun. Like, or does that not count either? Like, not a lot. No.
No.
Wait,
no.
am I okay? So I'm the only one that keeps a gun in the kitchen. All right.
So here's what we'll say. From this podcast, we know that Josh has a stockpile of goods for the apocalypse, and he keeps his guns in his kitchen. Okay, what's next?
Next to the spoons.
I keep a gun in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, one gun.
I don't keep guns in the kitchen. That would be foolhardy. Okay, all right.
Who does that? Okay, anyway.
I have one of those deals to like so that you can hit the meat down, so that you can make it thin.
Like
so it's got a
meat
flat
tenderizer?
Tenderizer, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a flat end and then the
meat
spike
tenderizer,
end.
Yeah.
That's pretty handy, pretty close. I'd probably grab something like that.
It's heavy. Yeah.
Dude, you'd be like Thor. You'd be like a mix between Gordon Ramsay and Thor, dude. You'd be
Yeah.
Thornton Ramsay.
Yes. Yes. I was the third brother.
Thornton Ramsay.
Andrew Hemsworth.
Oh, there you go.
Chris, Liam, and Andrew. Yeah. I think I heard about that, actually.
It was like what was that movie Twins?
Yeah.
I'm the leftover crap.
With the blue Terminator, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Dang. He keeps coming up. Anyways.
I think I'm gonna have to reach for one of my cast iron pans. Yes, skillets.
Dude.
One of my cast iron skillets.
That's pretty
Just
serious.
like Rapunzel, bro.
We always have at least 3 cast iron skillets sitting on the stove, and they're all 3 different sizes. So I would actually have my pick. And why not use 2? I mean, if it's zombies, I might as well just be smashing some heads between 2 skillets, right? I mean,
Dude,
that'd be legit. So
Kimbo pans, man.
yeah. So
Dude, if Disney has taught us anything useful, it's that fighting with a frying pan actually works.
yeah,
So there you
Rapunzel
go.
made it all the way through, man.
That's
with
right.
just nothing but a skillet, and it's like a shield.
Yeah.
So it's like a shield
it's
and a
solid.
weapon.
It's solid. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Captain America
Yeah.
and Rapunzel in one.
The other thing I thought would be really cool to use too is a blender, but you're on a short
Dude,
stick
I
with
was-
that one.
I was just thinking that. Extension
I
cord.
would. Well, do you keep an extension cord in your kitchen?
Yes.
Dude, you just wait
I
for
do
them
too,
to come
actually,
to you.
next to my gun. So
In my bug out bag.
yeah, no, I was thinking, dude, what you got is like you got the actual blender canister, and most of those are made of glass or Pyrex. So you just like shatter
glass,
it,
yeah.
and you got thick glass. And if you can get that sucker plugged in and just turn it on, dude, now you got like a weapon that is like a helicopter. You just yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Holy.
I think that could.
I think
work
if they're
too.
closing in on you, that one's going to be a tough one.
It might be a little rough, so you might get just one. You might only be able to get just one. You might be right, but
You
it's
better
fun to
get
think
yourself
about.
one. You're going to be a zombie.
You're like, you know what? That seems like the best case scenario. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to grab that meat tenderizer and just smack myself on the head.
So, I think those are some of my weapons. Rob,
Dude,
shed some light on us, bro. Come on.
I was looking through my kitchen in preparation for this, trying to figure out what do I have that is going to be the easiest to use and is going to do the most damage. And at the end of the day, I had to settle on the slap chop.
Slap chop! Oh my gosh.
Because, dude, I mean, think about it. Like, this thing is like, it's like a semi-automatic knife. You know what I mean? Like, you can just sit there and just be like, and just chop their face, dude.
Just the softest, dullest knife.
And then think about it. When all the zombies are done and you need to clean up, you can use your ShamWow. Boom. Whoever that guy is, hit us up. ShamWow.
Oh, dude.
But seriously, dude, the slap chop, I mean, it's rapid fire. It's like a rapid fire knife, dude. They should be outlawing those.
Yes.
Probably. Yeah. No, I would concur with that.
Do you have
They
to get a
should be-
background check before you got that?
Yeah,
No,
for real.
yeah, I don't think
Slap
you need
chop
a
your face
background
off.
check, but there is a $200 registration fee to
Take
be able
a
to own
class.
an automatic knife.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's the way to go, man. Zombies can't handle the slap chop.
I'm sure.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, we're probably all gonna die, so that's what at least I'm gonna
You
go down
guys
with some
are.
flair.
I'm not.
Well, do you want to take a poll?
Dang
I'm feeling pretty confident about this right now.
Yeah, for real.
I can't believe Andrew won that poll.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? Actually, on social media, let's just chime in here. Who's going to survive the zombie apocalypse based solely on their kitchen weapon? Is it going to be Josh with the broken Pyrex blender chopper of doom?
No. My first weapon of choice, bro, was my
sorry,
skillet.
the frying
Come
pans.
on.
So
Okay,
he has
cast iron skillets.
that one's good. I mean, I don't have cast iron, so I would fail.
You should.
We have
It's
Rachel
actually
Ray.
healthier
It would
for
break
you,
immediately.
and you shouldn't use steel because, well, this isn't conspiracy corner, so I shouldn't go into it.
We good.
We'll save this one.
We digress. Will it be Josh, cast iron pans? Will it be Rob, the slap chop, obvious winner? Or will it be Drew? What did you pick again, Drew? I can't remember. Oh, the hammer.
Meat
Thornton Ramsay.
Tenderizer, that's right.
That's right, the meat tenderizer. Dude, that's going to be a sweet meme right there, Thornton Ramsay. It's already on social media right now. When you're listening to the show, go look at how beautiful it is, because I'm sure I already made it. There you go.
Pretty awesome.
Dude, that we could be like the Warriors. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, I do
With
remember that.
baseball
Oh,
bats and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
except we have
Yeah. Kitchen utensils.
It's like the
really
Warriors
hardcore
meets the
kitchen
suburbs.
Suburbs Warriors. Love
They
it.
were 3 dads with access to kitchen appliances.
we should make a movie trailer.
Yeah, or that. Perfect. Even better. Yes, I like that too.
With a cameo by the slap chop guy. Anyways, so let's keep the conversation going. What would you use as a weapon? And hey, who's going to survive? Is it Josh, me, or Drew? Let's hear about it on Twitter at YouMeHePodcast or Instagram at YouMeHePodcast, and let's keep it going. See what happens now.
By the way, I'm pulling for you, Rob. I'm hoping that you're the one that survives this one because
dude.
you weren't even in the poll for the last one.
There was no need to even waste the space on Twitter. We only have a limited number of characters. I was good.
I lost that one. So disappointing.
But dude, the slap chop, bro, I think I'm a contender. Anyways, speaking of making great decisions, fellas, we're almost out of time, so let's take it to Socrates.
Yes.
If you could give some advice to a younger you besides using the slap chop as an amazing weapon, what would it be?
I think my advice to a younger self would be to just, enlighten myself that, one day you will get older. And if your quarter life crisis doesn't kill you, the gray nose hair will. So be prepared.
When you see it, your heart will stop.
Though I don't remember it that well because it was a long time ago, if I could tell myself to not do something, I probably would have abstained from watching Cliffhanger.
No, dude, no.
I would have saved myself that hour and whatever and done anything else.
Would have been able to get some time back.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do something fun.
Dude, like falling in love with Eric Quaylen, dude. Don't go changing to try and please me. Anyways, you know what? That's it. That's if I was going to go back in time, I would sit down with a younger Rob. I'd look him straight in the eye, and I would say 2 things. Number 1, I would say, never let your love for Eric Quaylen falter because he's the man. And number 2, I would say, but it's okay to also fall in love with Spevin Casey of Kaiser Permanente. And what a twist. Anyways. What a twist. Hey, we just want to say thanks to everybody who's been supporting the show, listening to the show. Make sure you go to iTunes or wherever you find your podcast and leave us a review there. We really appreciate those. It helps out the show. Make sure that you're engaging with us on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those great things. And until next time, I'm Rob Lambert.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
And Drew Carroll.
I'm going to sing you now the outro song to Cliffhanger.
No, please.
Eric Quaylen is the best.
All right,
Have a good
I'm
night,
out.
everybody.